Well, right now, federal agents are preparing to move on the streets of Chicago with expanded immigration operations in the sanctuary city expected to begin as soon as tomorrow as Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker whips up anti-ICE protests. Watch.
I'm telling people to know your rights, be extra careful, and know that there is the possibility that ICE will be on the ground and causing some mayhem. Don't play into their hand, and if you have the opportunity, please protest, pull out your phone, video everything that they're doing, whether it's an iPhone, an Android, whatever you've got, and make sure that the media sees it.
All right, let's bring in former Chicago Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy. He also served as a deputy commissioner in the NYPD, now currently a police chief in Illinois. Gary, thank you for joining us. And Chief, I want you to put your Chicago hat back on. And based on what you're hearing out of Governor Pritzker, now whipping up this anti-ICE protest, we've seen this movie before in Los Angeles, but what do you anticipate will happen now in Chicago?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm just thoroughly confused by the fact that our elected officials are not representing the people who put them in office. If these people are not here legally, that means that they didn't vote for them. I'm just thoroughly confused. I can tell you that the Mexican Independence Day parade, neighborhoods like Little Village and Pilsen, highly Hispanic populations. I don't anticipate it would be very smart if I showed up, went into those crowds and tried to remove people. But by the same token, I'm just thoroughly confused. I don't know what the end game is here. I'm certainly not worried. I was born and raised here. Well, not here. I was born and raised in the Bronx, which I think is still part of this country. So I just don't really know what to say about this anymore.
You know, Gary, earlier today on America's Newsroom, a Chicago crime victim named Kathleen Mills is really sort of echoing a little bit of your sentiment. She's frustrated that the local leaders and the governor are refusing this federal assistance. Listen here.
I think it's a disservice to all of us citizens of the state and of the city to not accept the help to minimize the problem and come up with a solution so that people like me don't
happen again.
Gary, do you think that sentiment is shared across Chicago with Chicagoans, not just the ones that have been victims of crime, but just people in the community?
I think absolutely it is. As a matter of fact, I heard that Brandon Johnson requested the money to pay for the 2,600 cops that the Chicago Police Department is down. If they didn't spend all that money over the last few years on harboring migrants who were not here legally, they would have the money for those cops, wouldn't they? So it's choices that they make, and it's not apparently in the best interest of the citizens who are voting here in the city of Chicago. Very, very confusing times for me.
Well, Gary McCarthy, Chief, thank you for your insight as always. It's very insightful, and we'll see where this goes because ICE and the feds are coming to Chicago. We're going to continue to follow this story. Thanks, Chief.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.